The Black community has used romantic love to gaslight Black women into dealing with men with very limited resources. One of the main reasons why women used to get married back in the day was access to resources. Because women couldn't have their own bank accounts, own their own homes, they weren't their own person. They had to partner themselves with men to gain resources for survival. And because Black women have never had the privilege to not work in this patriarchal society, and we've always had to help our men pay the bills, they are now convincing us that we should continue to do that and that we will only be loved by Black men, which is not the truth. So it got me thinking, why is the Black community, specifically the Black church, so dedicated and so fixated on Black women having to be obsessed with romantic love? And I realized, because if Black women decide they're not going to deal with romantic love, decentering men, 4B movement, then Black men don't have access to any sort of legacy or really lineage. They don't have access to women's resources because they don't have very many resources of their own. So if Black women aren't convinced or aren't obsessed with Black love, there is no Black community. Right. Because you think you're going to get submission from the women who used to own you. That's why every time you get money, you take your money and you go to a community who gave you the money so you can give it back to them. So technically, you're working for free for them again. You're irritated by the truth in my video. That's what's annoying you. You don't like that I called out that a group of men who says every day that they don't have resources because of white men should still have access to women that they don't respect. So your response to that was, I'm going to take the money I got from these men who I blame for my own downfall and give it back to them by way of humping on their women. The same women who used to go to court against the most powerful men in the world to keep you as a slave. And you're going to get submission from them. They're better than Black women. Good luck, my darling.